everyone, I'm Cara. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who've been following me for a while, you know that I am Scottish and that my husband Thomas is German. We are currently on our way from Scotland to Germany with our 2-year-old in tow, currently sleeping in the back of the car. So we have been doing this journey for now quite a few years. We also drove down with Ben last year and we have learned lots along the way. So we are going to be taking you on this journey with us and giving you some tips for keeping your toddler entertained and for making your journey as stress-free as possible. My first tip, and it's definitely the thing that has worked best for us, is to do as much of the journey as we possibly can through the night. So we left Scotland around an hour and a half ago, Ben's bedtime. We got him in his pyjamas, we put him in the car and we told him that we were going to have a car sleepover. He was actually pretty excited by this, so much so that it took him a while to fall asleep. He was already asking after about 5 or 10 minutes if we were nearly there yet, and it was so difficult to tell him that we still had another 2 days in the car to go. But by driving through the night, it means that we can make a huge amount of distance. We don't have to keep taking breaks for Ben and breaking the journey up, so we can really get there in as little time as possible. Of course, it's a little bit more exhausting for us, but we have prepared for that as much as we can. Thomas and I both slept in this morning, and Ben went to my mum for a few hours. Also, Thomas had an afternoon nap, and we're just going to switch up who's driving and try to get to the tunnel as quickly as we possibly can. Audiobooks are the best way to keep us both awake, and luckily we are both huge fantasy fans. And by travelling at night, there's much less traffic and much less chance of being stuck in a traffic jam, but it's definitely a good idea to watch out for road closures. We drove through down to Folkestone and made pretty good time. Thomas drove until about 12:30 and then I drove until about 4 o'clock, and we just parked here and I've had probably about an hour's sleep. It was actually totally fine. I grabbed a coffee, Ben stretched his legs a little bit because he was rummaging a bit, being uncomfortable, but apart from that he slept pretty well. It's now 6 o'clock and that's time to stop.
Bist du gerade am Frühstücken?
Ja.
Was gibt's zum Frühstück?
Wiept.
Trauben und was noch?
Pancake.
Wow, hast du ein Glück.
We made the conscious decision to book a ferry for around midday, just so that Ben could have some much needed time out of the car. I think just planning your journeys like this and breaking it up for a toddler makes it a much easier process for everybody. We're now just in Folkestone, we've grabbed some coffee, we came to the beach, and Ben is just enjoying himself running around and we're just relaxing in the sun. Are you throwing a stone to the dogs?
Those dogs. Nice. Draw hen.
What are you drawing?
Hen.
A hen. We've now just had our picnic lunch. We've turned Ben's seat around so that he's front facing, and we're just headed for the train. I am now super tired considering I just slept an hour last night. We are going now on the Channel Tunnel. We chose the tunnel over flying because we just think it's so much safer just now. We're just going to stay in the car together and we're not actually going to be in contact with other people. Children's music CDs are amazing. Snacks are life. Now we have just arrived in France, and this is the most difficult part of the journey, the part where Ben is completely awake. We have had a very successful potty poo on the crossing, which is ideal, and yeah, we're going to get going. We're going to read some books. We've got an activity basket, and we've also got an iPad loaded with lots of people reading books, so me reading books for him and also my mum reading books for him.
It is now also the middle of the day. Unfortunately, it's 25 degrees still inside the train and everybody's roasting. And I think we need to have a couple of ice cream stops.
Yay!
Wow.
Ice cream. Ice cream.
I've put together this little activity basket for Ben. I have here his latest Kiwi crate, his koala crate. So it's a little doctor's pack in which he's been really enjoying playing with, and he always takes his teddy little dog called Trix everywhere. So we thought that we can play vets with him. It comes with a little book as well, which he's been really enjoying. If you'd actually like to see a review on the Kiwi crates, please let me know, because I'm thinking about doing a video about that. I also have some of his favourite books. This one's great because it's just got loads of pictures and we can chat about it. He's really loving The Gingerbread Man and Llama Llama Red Pajama, so I have those books in there too. That's from his Kiwi crate. I've got just a notebook and I've got some crayons down here. I bought a little tray table which I'll show you later on, and that means that he can draw. I also have some sticker books. Sticker books are just my jokers. I crack them out all the time. My mum got him these for his birthday, so he's got a farm sticker book. That's a really good quality one. I'm super impressed by that, and Ben totally loves animals. A Gruffalo one, and we got this animals one, reusable stickers. They're also really good quality. We've had a few of these, and my aunt just dropped off this. It's a surprise book for Ben, which we'll open if we feel that he needs a real pick-me-up at any point. Over here I have some games. So I have a Orchard Toys Llama Pajama game to go with the book. It's just pairing up the llama's tops and bottoms, and similarly we have the Orchard Toys Jungle Heads and Tails, and that's just so that we can actually do something together and play a game at some point. And finally I have some plasticine in here with some just lollipop sticks to play with. He loves to print his animals on that, and there's a little rolling pin in here too. And actually I forgot, but we also have this, which is a little fine motor skills threading toy. There's a little mouse that goes through the cheese, and that's something that keeps him busy for quite a while. So hopefully this will really keep him busy on our journey down to Germany. What are you drawing, Ben?
Cow.
A cow? So I ordered this on Amazon, and oh my goodness, I am in love. It's essentially like a tray that has a whiteboard on it so Ben can draw and colour in. It also means we can do things like sticker books and play games, and it's also somewhere to balance the iPad because he tends to always click off of it when he has it in his hand.
Tiddler? Tiddler? Tiddler is late!
I've got a wee snail. We've been driving for 2 hours now into Belgium. Ben has started to get really bored and grumpy, and he's just tired. So we've taken a stop at a little kind of picnic area, and we're just having something to eat. And the boys are on a grasshopper hunt. Snacks and plenty of breaks are just so important if you want a happy travelling toddler. Ben and I have just slept for the past hour and a half, 2 hours, which has been amazing. It meant that Thomas could just drive through, but now he's getting really tired, so we have just stopped at another service station and we're just going to swap over.
Stadtmann und seine Familie.
To the family tree. Boom, 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 boom. Do you hear his heart? A zebra?
Yeah.
What's the other one? My next piece of advice would be, if you can, to break up the journey. Thomas's family are from the very south of Germany, but tonight we're actually going to be staying with one of his school friends who lives kind of halfway down, and we're still about an hour away, so it feels like it has been an epic journey today. It's been around 7 hours drive in the car, so we're getting pretty tired and we're looking forward to actually sleeping in a proper bed tonight. Oh my goodness, our windscreen is so dirty after this journey. Thomas's friend Brigitte lives in France, and this was a really cool occasion for us to explore somewhere that we had never been before and make it like a little mini holiday before we arrived at our final destination. Ben just really appreciated being out of the car and exploring. You're the king of the castle? We've just spent 2 super nice nights with Thomas's friend in a kind of wine region in Germany. It was really lovely. They have a little girl as well, so there was lots of playing together. And yes, they had a dog, you're right Ben. And now we are doing the last leg of our journey. Is again Ben's bedtime, so we waited until night time to do this. Hopefully he's going to fall asleep soon. We've probably got another 3, hopefully just 3 hours to go, and then we'll arrive at Thomas's dad's house. Who are we going to see?
Opa Hans.
Opa Hans! Are you excited?
Yeah.
I'm actually now so incredibly tired, so a wasp stung me when we were on our way down at one of the picnic stops, and it crawled up my shorts, and then I think panicked, so I've got quite a few bites on my leg and it's all swollen up to massive proportions. So I've been taking antihistamines and they're just making me so drowsy that I just feel like I'm going to conk out. So luckily Thomas is awesome and is going to drive the rest of the way. Are we going to sleep, Ben? Yeah.
Sind sie lecker, die Johannisbeeren?
It's now the next day and we are safely at Thomas's dad's house. We did arrive quite late last night. Ben had fallen asleep in the car seat. He slept the whole journey, and we did then just lift him up and put him straight into his bed. He did stir a little bit, but he settled again really quickly. In general, there was a huge difference between travelling this year and travelling last year. We definitely learned a lot and we planned our trip much better with plenty of breaks in it for Ben, and that just worked really well. Also, we were travelling for about 20 hours in the car, and only about 4 or 5 of those Ben was awake for. The other times we were either driving through the night or he was having his nap, and that just made it so much more comfortable for him. He wasn't frustrated about having to sit in the car seat and not being able to move, so it was a much more pleasant journey for everyone, even if Thomas and I were a little bit tired. I hope that you found today's video useful and it's shown you that travelling with a toddler in the car for such a long way is definitely possible, and actually, given the circumstances in the world right now, it definitely was the best option for us at this time. If you've enjoyed today's video and would like to see more of this content, and if you're not already, please have a think about hitting the subscribe button. I make a video about being a toddler parent every single week. I'd also love to hear if you've got any other tips for road trips with little ones, anything that you think really works that I haven't mentioned today and maybe could help other people. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll join me again soon. Bye bye!